Good evening, Badgers. It's a great start. Good evening, Badgers. Good evening, Badgers. I'm sure everyone recognizes that small snippet from that song by House of Pain. It's titled Jump Around. Duh. It is played at every home football game of the year and pretty much any other event on game day, including tailgates, fraternities, and anywhere else there's pretty much drinking going on. It kind of encapsulates the Badger way on game day, but also drinking is included within that. Did you know, for example, within the first 6 games this year, there were over 180 first aid calls due to drinking? Or that multiple people per game are transferred to a jail under Camp Randall? I sure do, because just 2 weekends ago, I had to pick my friend Greg up from there. Coincidentally, at the time, I was working at Camp Randall as a bartender within the suites. The suites are the one place within Camp Randall where alcohol can be sold. While working, I became curious about this and was thinking, why isn't alcohol sold within the whole stadium? What would the incentives be, and well, why not? So I Googled around a bit and noticed this new trend of more and more college football stadiums actually starting to sell alcohol. The reasoning behind this was only somewhat accepted, but it was stated that selling alcohol within the stadium would cut down on drinking incidents outside of the stadium. This made me really curious, as it sounds so counterintuitive and somewhat backwards. So with the topic of selling alcohol within the stadium, I proposed a question of, does the sale of alcohol actually cut down on drinking incidents outside of the stadium? My thesis was that yes, it would greatly cut down on these incidents and also do it in an effective manner. So when I started working, I kind of ran into the issue that my topic was too specific. If I wanted to truly gauge whether this would work or not, I would have to look at things like factors of drinking on game day, like why do people drink, where do people drink, and how much do people drink. After researching a bit, I concluded that there are 3 main factors of drinking on game day. These 3 factors are fraternities, tailgating, and drinking games. I found these factors by finding 2 new additional sources, one by Kevin Moser, who wrote an article about drinking games and tailgating, and showed that drinking games are most often played at tailgating events, and when 90% of the people who play these games play with the intent to get drunk quickly, not just casual drinking. The other new source that I found was by Tavis Glassman. He wrote about alcohol-related fan behavior on college football game day. And he showed the reasons on why people drink, how much they drink, and why they specifically drink on game day. I'm at 10% battery. Gotta make this a good one. The final conclusion that I came to with these new 2 articles was the same as the one I proposed. Because with these 3 new factors and how these new articles contribute to my original thesis, if anything, it just strengthened it. I confirmed my original thesis that selling alcohol within the stadium would greatly affect or greatly reduce the drinking incidents outside of the stadium.